Gives it off. Little chip kick, Ellis. Oh, look at this. Osborne's away. He could go all the way here. Time to size them up. No one in the square. Kicks it long. Delightful.
Making his way onto the ground.
Trengove got to start, but Tom Scully had to wait on the bench. So on for his first run. Ladson. High. A one-on-one. Roughead. Too strong for Warnock.
Well, they're going to need a lot of that today, Hawthorn. No Franklin. Williams has moved on. He's the main go-to man, Jared Roughead, and this will do wonders for his confidence. A strong contested mark and a good straight kick, but he has to finish it off.
It's hold here, Jared.
Never in doubt. Hawthorn get the first two. Game did well. Gillam, Murphy, chips it, Thomas Murphy, and game number 50 for him to half forward. Morton, short, splendid. Moss takes the mark.
See, there was some good work from Campbell Brown. He got that ball forward, and then he held not only his own opponent, but also Jared Rivers off the contest, who's playing on Morton and being there to retard Rivers.
Moss, the elevated rookie. Hawthorn had the first three. Murphy gets back, and now maybe Hawthorn on the rebound. Guerra, they've got loose men set up. Gillam, Suckling, talked about how well he uses the ball. What about that? Oh, what about that?
Well, they nearly did everything right there, Jared. Melbourne played on. They took risks out, flooded back with numbers.
What I noticed, though, Jason, as we have a look at this shot at goal, and he's dragged it to the right, was Ricky Petterd was in attack mode, and when the ball over.
So Strauss again, pick 19, 2008. This
there
is
it is.
Second season on the list, and they've broken through. Bennell.
It's the quick play on. Every time they go short, they try to play on straight away.
Bate, Bruce, Bennell, trouble. Guerra on the rebound, loose men everywhere, and Moss will do.
Well, that is classic cluster.
Yeah, it's risky play. To take them on, but if you can take them on cleanly and play on quickly, a la a Western Bulldog style of play, you will punish.
But the kick is the best weapon against these zone defences, whereas Melbourne tried for the handball.
Moss has two. Melbourne have troubles. For Morton, Hooper tried the one-handed pick. Bruce, Jones, Hooper got him high, no free. And Renouf, luckily he missed. Strauss through traffic, couldn't grab it. Murphy around the body. Fist away by Warnock, but straight down to Osborne. They're looking good, the Hawks. They've got a long list of players out. But those Scully started on the bench. Come on, little fumble there. Hooper, Lewis tried to thread his way through.
Gone.
And dead.
He got himself free and then just tried to do a little bit too much, Jordan Lewis. Been pretty fierce early.
Tried to shrug the tackle high, but the umpire was wise to it. Oh, Strauss.
He put himself under pressure.
And he's dropped it. That's gone. Picked up by Campbell Brown. Sad, but true.
It's interesting, Jared, when you look at it, the 6 goals at Hawthorn.
Too strong for McKenzie. Campbell Brown. Methodical at the moment, Hawthorn.
Hodge calling it long.
Won't get a fly at it. Roughead does. It went through his hands. Hodge, first to pounce. That'll do. Doesn't matter how you get them. And they've got 7 of them. Bruce. Working it from half-back. Grimes.
Oh, good courage.
Brilliance. Ladson took the on-comers and gets 50. Now, we'll have a shot at goal.
That wasn't 50 to me. That was in the act of going back. Brad Miller had to come and make a contest.
Huge part of a full-strength Hawthorn.
Oh, Shank.
Maybe still having problems with one of those knees.
Slow down as best he could there.
Almost cut off, just over the hands of Jones, and Shields bounces his way through the midfield. Campbell Brown, he's got the drop on Frawley. Splendid kick. Campbell Brown. That was never in doubt. Melbourne missed one, Granmar could kick, and Hawthorn get one instantly. Hooper's going to be forced to chase again here.
Osborne's coming hard.
John McDonald, Osborne. Oh, he hit him hard. Ties him up. Peterson. sprinted into the contest, just pokes it towards Moss. Strauss, Moss, clever, Roughead, can stroll in if he wants to, dishes it off, and thumped through by Ladson. They're just too good, the Hawks.
He's had a much better day for the Hawks today, Josh Gibson, in his first outing when he ran into Barry Hall. He'd be pleased to get one under the belt.
Yeah, he was taken to the cleaners by Barry Hall in the NAB Cup. Hasn't affected his confidence.
He's your man.
Oh, Morton to Peterson. Strolls in. Mum and Dad are here to watch. His first goal for Carl.
You're right about the vertical leap, Jason. He got very excited with it.
He stumps a high ball. Roughead can't get near it. Hooper forced to fly. Got a fist on it. Little tap up from Peterson. Almost clever. Grimes gave it up to Trengove.
Numbers in the middle of the ground if they can spot them, the D's.
Frawley into trouble. Gives it back to Warnock. Wrapped up. Was that in the back? No free. Oh, the start that Melbourne didn't want. Campbell Brown the goal.
What's really been the story of the first half, we commented on how many goals came from turnovers.
So he's just going to go a safe option. The option was a handball back, then the swarm of Hawthorn players came.
Hodge long kick. Here we go again. Morton around the body. 2 within 10 seconds.
And he's holding back the flood at the present time.
Hooper, goal for his new club. Welcome to Hawthorn.
Well, if you sat down and said, what would you like to see from a Hawthorn perspective, Jared, you'd sit there and say, well, these new blokes that have come into the club, you want to see them have an impact. Until a man they have, haven't they? Peterson and Hooper have been fantastic up forward. Gibson has looked very settled across halfback, and you've got a first gamer in Jared Taylor-Thompson, who is just getting fantastic experience out there today. He's had 7 or 8 possessions and looked comfortable at the level as well, so you really couldn't have asked for anything more. Another slick inside handball.
Renouf and Jamar. Renouf's done well on his own. Mitchell almost the clearance. Show makers almost in his way. There you go. We'll count that clearance to Birchall. Josh Gibson. And Run Hooper sprints back on this. It bounces for him. He sizes them up. And kicks another. He might be gold for Hawthorn.
Which makes it really hard for the blokes deep in defence trying to get rid of the footy.
Oh, gee, Bennell sends that wide. Campbell Brown away from Grimes. Roughead. Straight through the middle. Hawthorn get their 15th. Hodge. On the left. Hooper with the one hand.
Perfect delivery.
And now Roughead peels back. He's in the spot. Didn't drop that. Would have hit him in the nose.
Gee, that's good work from Run Hooper. That's to pluck at one hand, and then he read where Roughead wanted the ball very, very quickly and very well, and he got it down there before they dropped numbers back.
Had an inaccurate day, Jared Roughead. 2 goals, 5. Make that 3 goals, 5.
Big club. If you were advising Melbourne, what would you be telling them to do this season?
It's a good question without notice. Look, the one thing... Oh, where's that come from? Mitchell. In the middle of nowhere, has thrown it on the boot and come up with a goal. The one thing they have recruited, which I think they desperately needed, Melbourne, was some midfielders in the last couple of seasons, because they really need to give their midfield an overhaul. With Hawthorn, we're at the other end of the spectrum. We need a key position player, which is when we first started with Franklin. It is all over at the MCG, and Hawthorn have kicked off the 2010 season with a pretty solid win over the Melbourne Football Club. 56 points the final margin, 17-15, 1-1, 7-8, 13-61. They increased their lead over the first 3 changes, but to Melbourne's credit,